All right, let's get to it, right? See how this goes, guys. Yes, thank you guys for your channel support, 100%. I appreciate you guys. And if you guys don't know, I got these custom sucker-free card holders. And if you want one of these, you can check out my suckerfreestore.com and I'll send you one. I think they're pretty cool. Anyways, the first card is going to be a queen that'll be 10 on deck. Yeah, that's the first one. Hey, Gravity Core Fitness, how you doing, guys? Thanks for the channel support. 2KO, what's up, man? Thanks for the channel support. TOKOUSO. Again, man, with the channel support, appreciate you taking the time to do so. 6 on deck is the next one. Hey, Frank says, hey, Jesse, looking good. I'm still consistent with my calisthenics. I show up every day for myself. Momentum is my medication. Myself movement is my medication. Right. Hey, Frank. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, welcome aboard. TOKOUSO. Thanks for all the channel support, man. 100%. Hey, Nathan, what's up? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll set you up right now. Bam. There we go. 6 is the next one. Welcome, guys. Two is the next one. Man. Hi, Mike. Hi, Bob. Life with Davey. Greetings, everybody. Laughs. Change channels. Well, I'm separating it a little bit, right? I'm putting the weightlifting over here and then the calisthenics over there. You know, just to keep it organized. 3 on deck is the next one. Sheesh. Kobe, what's up, guys? Harvey, Sandra Ford. go. Dexter face. Who's Dexter? Next. We got a 2. I feel like with these inclines, I want something to dig my feet into, you know what I mean? I don't feel comfortable or smooth yet. Kobe in the house. What's up, Nathan? I'm working on it. Working on trying to be jacked. All right, I'm in the process. Here we go. We got a queen. That'll be 10 on deck. 10 on deck. Dexter Morgan. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I got that kind of face though. Another 10 on deck. Hey, thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate the support. No fake friends. Bam. Good name. Tell you what, in hard times, when times are tough, that's when you see who your true friends are. Yep, mark my words. Stocks, Bob, Jimmy, Bob. 10 on deck with the king. Kobe says, going through the deck with you. Heck yeah, man. Yeah, let's get it. 7 is the next one. Glad you asked. Do I like Candace Owens? Well, I'm a married man, my friend, so my eyes are only see one woman, right? Honestly, I got 3 women in my life. I got my mother, my wife, and my daughter. Other than that, I ain't got time for anybody. 7 on deck. Tell you what, the ferocity of an angry woman I don't want none of that, right? None of it. Just being real. 9 on deck is the next one. Weak ass reps, James says. That's all right, James. I'll get stronger. I know there's room to improve. I ain't trying to impress nobody. I ain't trying to, flex on no one, I'm just going through a deck of cards. 9 on deck. We'll get better as we go. This morning's workout, we did 400 push-ups while remaining in the plank position. We didn't rest in between. We just stayed in the plank. We did it straight, all 400. Now this is the second workout of the day. Doesn't really take much to feel the pump after this morning's workout. 6. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do, this is my big idea. I'm only gonna do half reps. I'm only gonna do half reps. Just half reps. No full reps. I'm sure it'll happen here and there, but because it works so good with the calisthenics, I'm gonna transfer it right over to the weights. We'll see how well these half rep range of motions transfer over. I know Ronnie Coleman is a big fan of it. It must have did something well for him. Either way, we're gonna put it to the test. 10 on deck is the next one. Yeah, he did the half reps. He did a great job at it too, especially with the 21 methods on the biceps. The 7 low, the 7 high, the 7 all the way through. Yeah, half reps, guys. If you don't know about it, guys, you got to get yourself familiar. It works, plain and simple. Gravity core fitness. Yeah, Ronnie Coleman, man. I like watching videos of like the big bodybuilders, How can you build muscle in the arms? Well, I think a lot of it can be achieved with just calisthenics. Queen 10 on deck. Just like with some inverted rows, right? Palms down, palms in, wide grip, close grip. Body fat easy to lose? Absolutely. Your current eating habits mandate your current physique. Whatever your habits are currently with your eating, that's what dictates how you look. One more rep. What's up, Wick? How you doing? Chino? Build muscle in your booty cheeks. You know what? I've been feeling it lately with the deep squats. Yeah. Been lit. Wick says, are you drinking moonshine? No. But I used to. When I was in the prison system, I would get these things called honey bears, you know, when I used to drink in the prison system. The honey bears are something, you get one of those little honeys off the commissary, and then you use that as one of your purchasing methods to purchase the moonshine, and it comes back in the honey bear bottle. I drink one of those and then go down to the gym in the middle of the night, just do a endless amount of pull-ups. It was a crazy time. Hey Racina, what's up? Okay, let's continue. I think next is 10 on deck. Jack. Yep, 10 on deck. CS says we had scheduled gym time. They let you go whenever. No, it was all on schedule. Yeah. But you don't just like randomly buy a honey bear. You know, you got to plan it out. You already know you're gonna. I like just to go to the gym when I could. Like when I was in Fort Dix, New Jersey, it was like living in the projects, right? These massive buildings that used to be Army barracks, and they repurposed them into like huge buildings that they locked the door on, and then that's the prison. And it's just like tons of it. Right, tons of buildings like that, and it's like a all night long city where the lights are on and people are up moving around. I mean, it's so overpopulated you can't control it. It's huge. Yeah, check out how many people are at Fort Dix. What's the current number of that place, inmate-wise? It's pretty huge. Six on deck. Next is a 3. see. CS says Illinois DOC was barracks like that. We had a great gym though. The gym was very basic when they allowed us to be there, because they would use it as like mass punishment, right? Somebody get in trouble, they just like close the gym for 6 months and nobody gets it. So pretty much the basic of the workout is calisthenics, 100%. The gym was just fun to use when it was available. Ace, 10 on deck. No, I've never did any sports as a kid. Not really. Dan, hey, nice tats. What's up? One from Texas says you ought to be in the movies. Kind of got my own channel right here. You guys can see me every day. Another King, 10 on deck. Feels good. What's my daily routine? Well, I started the day off with 400 push-ups straight, no rest in between. Just one set, 400 reps. The only rest that I had was like remaining in the plank position, you know, like this way, either with one hand here or one hand here, you know. That's how I started the day. Calisthenics in the morning, weights in the evening. 10 on deck for the ace. 10 on deck for the ace. Trying to dig my feet into the ground, trying to dig my heels into the ground. How do you do that every day? I don't know, it's just what I like to do. I mean, I love working out. Don't you guys love working out too? Not too long, you know, probably next month we'll pull these things out. Those 125-pound dumbbells. I made those things with concrete and a fence post. It cost me $20 each to make, 125 pounds each. Pretty awesome. I love those things. We're just gonna ease into it though. We ain't gonna rush nothing. You know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Lisa, hey, welcome to the chat. Thanks for stimulating the algorithm. I appreciate you taking time out of your busy day, everybody, to do so. Let's just do 10. Allison, welcome to the chat. John, Natalia, how you doing? Pesa, Campbell. Six is the next one. Joe Dirt in the chat. Welcome, man. I love your movies, dude. Totally. 6 on deck. Good taste of cars, man. I had a, what was it? I think it was a 79 Camaro, right? I mean, it was rusted out, man. It was just a rusted out, beater of a vehicle, man. But I loved it, man. The way I looked at that car, it didn't have any rust spots, but man, looking back at it now, man, it was a hunk of junk. Joker, 10 on deck. Joe Dirt says, hell yeah, I got a 65 Impala. Sweet, right? Nice. Yeah, that's cool. Joker, 10 on deck. $43 young, yeah, sweet. Impalas are pretty cool, man. Ulsa, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. No, I don't take any tests. I pretty much, honestly, I think ever since I started working out 2 times a day, how long it's been? Like about a year now, right? Since I got electrocuted by the power lines. Yeah, no, I don't take TRT. But I'm saying my physique kind of topped out once I started working out 2 times a day. 3. Now I'm seeing if I can push it a little further, just a little bit further with the weights. See if I can take it a little higher. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights, welcome to the chat. Boo. Thanks for stimulating the algorithm. King is the next one. That's right. That's going to be 10 on deck. What? Upland Rider, $10, man. Thanks for the channel support. Appreciate you. Says, I've enjoyed your content for a long time. Appreciate your straightforward, no nonsense approach. It's a breath of fresh air in the health and fitness space. Keep fighting the good fight. Thank you so much, Upland Rider, for taking the time to support this content. Appreciate everybody being here and a part of our awesome community. Yeah, thanks everybody. Worldwide, that's right. Christopher says, I subscribe to you. Thanks, man. Welcome aboard. E, same thing. I subbed. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. You know, we're stronger together. Yep, sharing our fitness knowledge, what we learned along the way. Right? There's a lot to keep track. Right? I think I just stick with the basics that work. You know, high reps over and over again. Half rep range of motion, right? Lauren from Germany, what's up, guys? How you doing? Hedert, don't mean to be butchering your name or anyone's name. Here we go. 9 on deck is the next one. Thanks for the channel support. Was that 20? No, I'm just going straight through it, doing it as it is. 9 on deck is the next one. Right, because the difference from last time we did this was we did it flat. This time we're doing it inclined. It was a lot easier doing it flat. This is the first time I've done anything inclined. There we go, 9 on deck. Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks guys for dropping a like, coming by and stimulating the algorithm with a comment. Don't forget to share the stream, even if it's to your own email or whatever. Yeah, I appreciate the support. No, I've never been gang affiliated. Yeah, welcome to the chats. I'm 43 years young, 190-ish pounds. You know, it depends on what I eat. 8 on deck is the next one. I do calisthenics in the morning, weights in the evening. So 8 on deck is the next one. If you want to join the calisthenic workouts though, I have that on my main channel. This is my new channel that I'm just experimenting with weights, with this half rep range of motion theory, putting it to the test. 8 on deck is the next one. Let's see, how much time in prison? Just 6.5 years, that's all. Here we go, 8 on deck. Yeah, 5 in the feds, 1.5 years in the state. Hey Brandon, how you doing? Next, we have 7 on deck. Well, originally the judge gave me 9 years, right? But I kept fighting and appealing my case. Got it down to what it was. 7 on deck is the next one. So I work everything in a 3-day split, right? Legs, pulling, pushing. Legs, pulling, pushing. Today's my pushing day. Right, we did calisthenics in the morning, and this evening we're doing weights. Yeah, there's nothing more structured than, the consistency of the prison system. It's easy to get in a good routine, when everything is, structured the way it is. Gravity Core Fitness says, peace out, chat. Thank you, Gravity Core Fitness. And if you guys are unaware, Gravity Core Fitness has an awesome workout channel. Check them out. Here we go. 7 on deck. My apologies. Men of Action, welcome to the chat, man. Welcome aboard, man. Today's the first day I'm separating my channels, right? I got 2 channels. I'm going to separate the weights in the evening on this channel, and then the prison calisthenics and whatnot I'll do on my main channel in the morning. That's the plan. Because I don't want to overstimulate the algorithm with posting too much, right? But I still work out 2 times a day, so I wanna still be able to work out 2 times a day and not overload the algorithm. So that's where I'm at today. Appreciate you being here. Ace 10 on deck. We'll see how it goes. Justin Pollock, this is my brother, guys. How you doing, man? I was trying to get Justin over here tonight so he could work out with me. I'll have to catch you on the next one. Here we go. We're at the halfway point, guys. So we are at our 200 reps mark. Feels pretty good. So far, to do 200 reps, it only took us 47 minutes. Whew, dang. Has it been that long? buddy. All right, well, 10 on deck. Let's do it. Great. Seven is the next one. What? You're not natural. What do you take? Hey, welcome to the chat. Yeah, so I take vitamin D3, magnesium, and zinc. That's the basis of my testosterone stack. I also take boron, MSM, and creatine, right? If you look them up, this is the combination for the most testosterone boosting supplements, the combination of it. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. At least the vitamin D3, the zinc, and the magnesium is. That combination is where all the testosterone comes from. Just look it up yourself. It's like common knowledge. 7 on deck. Damon. Hey Damon, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to help stimulate our algorithm. You know, every comment boosts this channel for the next man to see. Yeah, thanks for taking the time out of your busy day to do so. 4 is the next one. Appreciate all the support, guys. Man. Kobe. What's up, man? Yeah, it's okay. Well, it's cool, guys, because honestly, I mean, it's cool. It's a compliment. It's a compliment, for real. I mean, you see me in the real world, man, you're not going to think that, like, I'm a big old juice head or anything, you know. You're just going to be like, oh, he's a regular dude. He's just fit. Yeah. There we go, 10 on deck. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, guys. Well, I'm 5'10" and I'm 190 pounds. That's not a big dude. If you physically know, you know, can imagine that, you'd be like, oh, all right, yeah, he's just a regular dude. Here we go, 5 on deck. I got a sneaking suspicion, right? Just hear me out. I think everybody in the fitness world are like really short. I think they're tiny people, like all together, and it makes them look bigger, you know? I think so. We'll see though, we'll see. Because I think if the shorter you are, the more jacked you look. Honestly, the easier it is to look jacked. Kobe says, you're not a regular guy, you're Jesse Pauly. I am a regular dude. I am a regular dude. That's it. And honestly, I can be better. You know, I can be better. There's always a way where I could be improving. You know, I had this realization just the other day about Bruce Lee, right? We all love Bruce Lee, don't we? Dude was an animal, right? Now, is he a 1 in a billion human being? Or was he an example of what discipline and dedication you can achieve for yourself? I like to think the later, right? If you just took the time to discipline yourself in your actions, you know, anything is possible. The latter, not the later. You know what I'm talking about, right? I think he was just trying to be an example of what you can have for yourself. Joker, 10 on deck. Yeah, I think so. All right, here we go. Sandra Ford says, agree, Jesse. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not comparing myself to no Bruce Lee. I'm just saying, right? I ain't anything special either, right? I'm just a regular dude. And if you just take the time to discipline yourself, you know, you'll be amazed at what you can do, right? The hidden things you can unlock of your self-control, you know? Mr. Brandt says, okay, good advice. Discipline yourself to look like a monster. Okay, got it. Well, I think it's the mindset. The body is just reacting to the discipline of the mindset, right? Discipline is where it really, that's where the work is. It's all within the discipline. All right, to hold yourself accountable, to staying consistent every day. You know, the more you can discipline yourself, you know, it's like fine tuning, you know, like a race engine, you know, on a hot rod or something, you know. You're just fine tuning it, making it run more efficient. sir. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe. Christian, what's up? Daniel says something or other. It's all good. It's all good. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe, guys. 7 on deck. Seven on deck is the next one. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you taking the time to subscribe. The fitness community is the best community. I think so because everybody's trying to improve themselves. You know, what's not to love about that, right? We're all just trying to get better. Matthew Davis says, could barely do a chin-up a year ago. Now I'm banging out sets of 10 or 15, no problem. Heck yeah, man. The process is epic. It's awesome. For sure, like undercover cool. Yeah, it is super cool, guys. 2 on deck, and it's only the tip of the iceberg, you know. You just keep fine-tuning, you know. One by one, it must be done, you know. Freedom of speech, damn it. What's up, dude? An ex-convict has people censoring his chats, LOL. Yeah, you guys are in my house. I'm not gonna let you muddy up my floors just because you're a mess, right? You gotta remember, you're a guest in my house. Yeah, don't forget that. Be respectful, right? You bunch of knuckleheads. Here we go. 9 on deck. Yeah. Just because I'm cool don't mean I'm gonna let you muddy up my chat. Right? I understand, listen, this ain't my first rodeo. I've had some very, very popular content, all right? I've had some very interesting nights, right? This ain't our first rodeo for these mods either. They know how to handle the rift raft. 9 on deck. Because if you can't keep control of yourself and the things that you type, and you make us have to step in, what's that say about your own discipline, right? Your discipline, yeah. Because you know what? I got kids watching this, man. Even though I mark my content for not made for kids, people watch this because they're inspired to work out and be better. And I don't want my comment section looking all stupid, you know, because people watch this, father and son. Father and son will watch this and work out together, all right? Remember that? Yeah. Listen, you could do it however you would like on your channel. You can do it however you would like on your channel. But my little nephews watch this, right? I'm Uncle Jesse. Yeah. And you're in my house. So remember that. I have to be a good role model. I have to be a good role model, right? You can say what you think, but my mods know how to moderate. If you're gonna just disrespect me on purpose because you think it's funny, well, my mods know how to moderate. We got a lot of people that just want to be heard, right? And they'll just say stupid things just because. Here we go, 10 on deck. Do I do BJJ? I wish, man. That looks awesome. That does look awesome. I wish I did, man. It looks super cool. Right? Hey, Justin, what's up, dude? Ten on deck for that card. Yeah, my rules are pretty simple, right? Keep the conversation on topic. This is a fitness channel, right? If you want to better yourself through physical fitness, join the conversation. But if you want to direct it through politics or anything that could possibly divide one human being from learning from the next, I'm just not on it. Right? Just keep it simple, on topic of bettering yourself with physical fitness. Sometimes things happen and we get off topic. We have like sucker attacks and, you know, whatever. We're human, right? Distractions. Exactly. I tell you what, guys, speaking of distractions, I've never seen humanity so distracted. In all my life, I know I'm only 43 years young, but it seems like a pinnacle of this way and that way. We have to keep our focus on the workout, right? Stay focused on the workout. Don't let this useless rhetoric drain your energy. Stick to the task. 8 on deck. Right? That's why we got moderators. We're trying to keep the chat clean. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. Ho! Yeah, man. I'm feeling good and pumped. So we're over that 200 mark. I'm just going to keep on going because I feel great. 5 on deck. I love anything that has to do with chest day. Like, if I could just do one workout for the rest of my life, it would just be chest every day. I would be totally content with that. Yep. What did you eat for breakfast? I had a leftover spaghetti and a can of tuna. I mixed it together. Yeah. Your lats are insane. Hey, thanks. Working on them. I feel like they take over with everything that I do. Even though I'm doing this as a pushing exercise, I feel like my lats are taking control of the workout. It's strange. Kobe asks if I participate in the ritual of regret, purposely lowering my natural higher vibration with the action. No, sir, I do not participate in activities to purposely lower my natural higher vibration. That is counterproductive to living, right? That's being controlled by the past. Right here, right now is a new moment. You can do anything, right? Why be negative? Why choose to? Well, I drank my cup of coffee already. I'll have to get another cup of coffee. Jack, 10 on deck. Still got some water to drink. Carlos says, I use my lats during bench press. Has a slingshot effect. Lats do help you push more. Keep it up, brother. Love the positivity you're spreading. Hey, thanks for the addition to the conversation. Yeah, I feel like my lats feel like everything. You know, like they want a piece of everything that I do. You know? Roger says, you getting more bulky, Jesse. Heck yeah, I'm trying, man. Like I said, I had leftover pasta for breakfast this morning with a can of tuna. Just trying to carb up, man. Just trying to carb up. For the people in the back of the classroom, hey, what's going on? Thanks for the support, guys. If you're going to be messing around with dumbbells, whatever you do, do not have an extra pair sitting below you. Because can you imagine bringing down those weights and pinching your finger on a set that's laying on the ground? Safety first, guys. Make sure you have a clean work area. What's your advice for shoulders? The resistance band, of course. I feel like that, the bulletproofing of the shoulders is just like, you know, the foundation to everything. Sounds right. Go up all the way with that half reps. No way, man. No. So if you don't know what I do, I learned the half rep range of motion in the prison system. And this fully stretched point with this half rep, that's pretty much what I'm doing with my push-ups, and that's how I got big. So I'm taking the same method that I learned with calisthenics in the prison system. I'm just transferring it over to the weights. I'm going to continue doing the half reps just with weights. That's why I got it set up on a different channel, right? So weights in the evening on this channel, calisthenics in the morning on my original channel. Doesn't it sound crazy? Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Yeah, man, I'm supernatural. Welcome to the chat. Yeah, so if you guys don't know, I learned prison calisthenics in the prison system, and I came out pretty much this size and shape. And now I'm like 2 weeks into working out with weights. I'm adding weights to my evening workout. And I built this physique right here with calisthenics. So I'm just taking that method and transferring it over in the evening, and we're probably gonna see some pretty awesome results, honestly. I'm 2 weeks in and I feel great doing weights at night. Yeah, I've always wanted to try and transfer over this method that I learned in prison with the calisthenics and the half reps. I always wanted to try it out with weights. So here we are, man. I came this far with just doing push-ups and pull-ups, right? So now we're trying some weights. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a good experiment. It's gonna be a good experiment, guys, I'm telling you. 10 on deck. Yeah, I think we're gonna see something. Queen, 10 on deck. So the whole thing when I did the push-ups with the half reps, my hands were on an elevated surface so I can get this exaggerated stretch happening right here, right? This part right here. And I can easily do that with the weights, the dumbbells, just by the natural, like right there, right? It's that same stretching feeling. You know what I mean? This is how I built my physique. This is how the guys did it in the joint, man. Like, I know it's against the natural way of building, like any mainstream bodybuilding. Right? But this is what works in prison. Yeah. You said that it was no such thing as a time reduction for weed, and went back and looked it up, and I told you don't know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about now. Let's see. So when you're in the prison system and you got sentenced to something, right? And then all of a sudden something changes in the prison system, right? It doesn't mean you automatically get out. But the next man who gets charged, right? They don't get enhanced, right? With the new law, right? People don't, it's the guys who's already been, enhanced that get the worst, right? Who's already been sentenced. They don't get immediately back into the court, man. Their cases pretty much get buried. Easy, bravo, welcome to the chat. What about the upcoming Mr. Olympia in California in October? Know anything about it? I do not. But I'm sure we'll all be having something to say about it when it comes around, right? I'm looking, I'm from Ohio, so I'm looking forward to the next Arnold Schwarzenegger festival. Give me a ticket and go down there with my brother. probably get a hold of D-Bird, have him come down too. I'll check it out. Yep, Queen, 10 on deck. We're almost through this deck. Next, we got a 4. This is the next one. Oh, that's how your uncle got out? Well, good for him, man. Yeah, good for him. 4 is the next one. That's fantastic, right? In the prison system, there's so little hope that you don't want to give anybody any false hope, because there's a lot of letdowns, you know, and everybody's paying attention to the law and the things that change in the system. And there's a lot of letdowns. There sure is. 4 on deck is the next one. Yeah. 4 on deck is the next one. I know that does change. Things do change in the law, and then people out of nowhere get released, right? When I was, before I got released, I made it down to a camp that was next to a high security prison. And some of the guys, like my bunkie, he had a job within the prison system to drive people to like the bus stop and back. Right, that was his job. His security level was so low that that's what he was doing. And one day he comes back to the bunk and he's like, man, this guy thought he was living his life like he had no chance of coming home. And then they told him, hey, pack up your stuff. Where do you want your bus ticket to? Right? Just out of nowhere. But there'd be a lot of guys that'd be following certain cases, and there'd be all sorts of hopeful that there'd be a change, and you know, they're real like, and then, you know, it got to the point where like, if any, you know, you can't, like it's better not, it's like better not to hope, you know, just like hopefully, you know, if something happens, you know, it happens. You know what I mean? Two is the next one. That's a crazy thing, you know, saying that. Is it better not to hope? But man, you wonder. Because the things that you go through, you know, Yeah, like I hate to be that guy to even suggest that. Here we go. 4 is the next. Yeah, man. So, I don't know. Ace, 10 on deck. Oh, I only did 6.5 between state and feds. That's all. Originally in the feds they sentenced me to 9, but I was hopeful and I kept fighting my appeals, and I got out in 5 in the feds. So there's straight contradictory to that. It's like. But man, it was a roller coaster ride of appeals and paperwork, and being hopeful and being let down, and being hopeful and let down, and man, what a roller coaster. Jack, 10 on deck. Because like by the time you even get your side of the story out, you're already sentenced down the road doing 9 years, right? And it just happened so quick. Just like that, man. Boom. You didn't even get to say anything. You're already doing the time. Right? They made up the decision before they even met you. What you're doing. Here we go. Jack, 10 on deck. Anyways. Right, here's the next one. Roger, what's up, man? How you doing, Jackson? Let's see. Sir Yurch. Be right back. Thanks for the channel support, guys. Welcome to the chat. Do I get TRT? No, I don't take it. I take vitamin D3 mixed with K2 for absorption, with zinc and magnesium, and that right there is the testosterone boosting, combination. Right there, look it up yourself. You'll see that combination is the best budget, most testosterone producing combination. And ever since I've been taking it, I've been feeling a lot better. But I've only been taking it since, I already created the physique. I did that in prison. I didn't have all them supplements. That's just something I'm taking later in life. Now that I have access to such things. Joe says, have I ever farted in public because you thought no one was around? I don't care. I'll fart if I gotta fart. I ain't holding it in. I do it on these live streams, and I I got a lot of people watching then. You know, you gotta go, you gotta go. Heck, I used to, when I was a kid, I used to fart these really nasty silent farts and then blame my mom in the checkout line, like at the grocery store or something. I would fart in the checkout line where I knew people couldn't get away from it, right? They had to stand there. And then I'd be like, oh, Mom, oh, gross. And I'd walk away. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. Yeah. That was my sense of humor. 3 on deck, but then she would just turn it around on me, like, oh, he's always doing this. All right. Jack, 10 on deck. Yeah. Five is the next one. Dustin's a psychic. Sweet. Well, I'm on 5 is the next one. Hey, Martin, welcome to the chat. Roger, headed out. Take care, man. Austin, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. Cheers, Martin, the real world. Dustin says you're a genius. All right, 5. Followed by another 5. Dustin, Rabies, Martin. Five on deck. We're at the last card, guys. Last card. So this is just over 400 reps. I'm feeling pretty jacked from that. How you guys feeling? Feeling pretty good? All right, sweet. Let's see. Campbell says a 4. Sandy 4 to 6. What's this card, guys? John Conway, 10 of spades. Martin says, I'm doing excellent. Thanks for asking. Dustin, a 10. Sensei, a king. Christian, a joker. You guys ready? Last card is a king. That will be 1,000. That'll be 400 reps. Just a bit over anyways. 10 on deck. Heck yeah, guys. That was awesome. Boom. We made it to the end. We are sucker free. And if you guys need a deck holder, deck of cards, whatever, check this out. I got this is what I'm offering at my suckerfreestore.com. I had another YouTuber, Maccabee Speed, print these out for us. They say sucker free on them. They're pretty much the coolest thing that ever existed.